So here I am at Peppermill again. I'm playing the machine that I had just won on the last time. Trying to do some new things. These videos are new to me, and I've only done, I don't know, 20 or so of them. So that's a win, a dollar win on a 75-cent bet on my first machine. And I'll be coming back to that in an upcoming video. So now I'm above. I started with $100, and now I'm at $100.25. So what's going on here is I'm using the 5-spin method to assess a casino that I've only been through a couple of times, and learning the machines in that casino, assessing them, assessing the machines, assessing the casino for that time, these different times and different days. And learning, and I'm already starting to learn. This is a question I got in the last demo video. I'm learning my casino. I'm picking machines that are better than just walking in that first time. But today is going to be a problem. I don't want to give too much away, but later in this video, I'm going to start making mistakes, and I'll explain why I started making those mistakes, which is something that we can all do. See, you see that wonderful view? I think I might do more of that. Yeah. But that's for future videos. As I said, I'm learning how to make the best video for you. So there's 2 out of the 3 necessary symbols to get the free play, and there's 1, but I won 88-cent win. And considering my previous video, I talked about how getting those symbols is almost a taste in itself, but it's a non-monetary taste. Almost getting free spins counts or something. So I am thinking about that, and I'm not walking too far here, so I don't speed it up when I just have a short distance to walk. So yeah, there's a lot going on here. If you are new to my 5-spin method, I make up to 5 spins. I stop if I win anything at all, and that is how this works. And so I got some sort of special symbol came up, and so now I apparently got this, and so that is how much of a win. $9. Okay. $9 win on a 75-cent bet. Nice. Should stop the video here. I didn't realize it's going to be a little bit before I get to the horror. But that is a lesson. And I'll explain as we get to it. Okay. So I'm on the 6th machine. I started with a $100 bankroll. I'm now down to $97.86. This was, I won 90 cents on this one. That was the first spin. And now I'm on machine 7, making 75-cent bets with $97.86 left. 5 of the 6 machines I played had a taste, 83%. We'll see if I get a taste for this one. I do. On the first spin, won 50 cents. Yes, I spent 75 cents and I only won 50 cents, but it counts as a taste. That's a common question. Okay. Moving along, all the way to almost another side of the casino. Buffalo! Who says that? Do you say that? Buffalo! And making $1 bets and won 55 cents on my $1 bet. Okay. So I'm down to $97.16. Get that voucher out. I'm trying to save time here by not using my player's card, particularly on minimum bets, because it takes a moment and your time is precious to me. Okay, let's see how this goes. Nothing. And there I won, what, $2.25 on my second 88-cent bet. So I've gone up to $97.65. Yeah. So I'm trying to give you more of a view of the casino, and I'm going to be doing more of that because I found a technical solution for avoiding privacy concerns for people I might show their faces. I found a way to not show their faces. But that's for the future. Like I said, there's improvements to be made, and quite possibly, if you were to look at one of my videos in like 6 months, one of my demo videos, you'd be like, wow, that's so much better. If you're a longtime podcast listener and you go back and listen to my episode number 1, not my episode 198, then you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, long-term fans know what I'm talking about. It's been a slot string, just like you. Okay, one a little bit more on the 11th machine. Moving on to the 12th machine. So what's going to happen in a moment is I'm going to talk to somebody. Now, I'm not going to show that person's face way over the other side of the casino. There, I'll play that machine. But in a moment, I am going to be talking to somebody, and it completely got me out of the frame of mind. Just a fan, not a fan, became a fan, a slot attendant. I gave a pen. I'll show you the commemorative pen. I'll show you the commemorative pen now. There you go. And if I see you somewhere at a casino, I will give you a pen. I'll have a couple in my pocket. 69 cents, but it's a nice pen. So now I'm talking to somebody, I'm showing them the pen, and this is like a 4-minute conversation. I'm going to speed it up really fast so you don't have to hear all that. But basically, it got me out of the frame of mind, and I started making mistakes. When you do the 5-spin method and my other methods, you need to focus. And if you go to the casino with a head cold, or you're tired, you become tired, or whatever, my strategies stop working. So that's how you know it's a strategy. That's the good news. The good news is that's how you know it's a strategy. The bad news is, you have to maintain your focus. Otherwise, you end up chasing wins and all kinds of stuff. So I've got something like 7 more machines to go, and I'll show you. I should say Buffalo, right? Buffalo machine. 140 cents. Ooh. And I'm down on 14 machines. I'm down just over $8. And pretty soon it'll all go to bad places, which you should probably see. Maybe you recognize that happening when you go to the casino, when you get tired, or when you start chasing wins, or I lost focus, and then something else happened because I lost focus, and then that caused another loss of focus, which was worse, and it's coming up shortly. I hope this makes sense. I'm positive that you've gone to the casino and kind of lost it. Not just the money, but your focus, to chase things, and that's all has to be reduced as much as possible, because you can win all you want, but if you give it all back, well, it was fun, but I'd like you to keep your winnings. Instead of giving it all back. Casinos don't care if you win. If you give it all back, they're like, thanks for doing us a solid. Steampunk. I told my old boss at prior aerospace engineering company that made jet engines, primary manufacturer of military jet engines. Did I mention I'm an aerospace engineer? PhD in the building usually. And I told him I like steampunk, and he was just like, "You what?" And I'm like, "I have interests." I probably should have told him I play slots. Okay, this is not the machine I had a problem on, but you can see multiple symbols there. There's, hey, you get 3 of those, it's going to be a bonus round. Nope, because you didn't. This is all distracting. I did actually win 26 cents on a 50-cent bet. So this is why I'm still considering whether or not being shown special symbols but not actually winning anything is a taste. Down to $85.71. And one more to go before things get bad. Yeah. Brace yourselves. It's not that bad. I'm sorry. It's not that bad. But it's like, maybe it's like something that you do on every trip. But I'm human. This is what happens to me sometimes. And I try not to let it. But one thing I do have to do is maintain my focus. And I did not. Started going away. So that previous talking got me away from thinking about what I was doing just a little bit. And now the next machine 20, with my $85.11 bankroll, I had never seen this machine before. Have you seen this machine before? There's boxes. And I didn't sit down and go, okay, how do you play this? Because I was recording. I should have skipped over it and come back later. There's boxes. Pick a box. I guess. I mean, I understand that now, but I was just like pressing the bet. I mean, I'm looking at it. John, people are watching. Got to move forward. Dead air. And so I pushed the bet button, and something happened. There's no reels. Why would I win? There made a bet. Then I'll make 3 bets. There's a bet. And I made 5 bets. Would you have noticed? And I wanted $1.52. And I'm like, what the heck was that? And so I wanted to close in on that. You can buy a box in a later video. I'll buy a box. And now I'm going to go to the last machine, which is where I really messed up. Yeah. Okay. 1 cent bet. One denomination bet. And hey, look at that. $4.95 bets. I'm making $5 bets. I'm not even noticing. This is the 4th bet, and I haven't realized that I've already spent like $20, and now I'm like, so one more bet to make it 5 because that's the plan. Don't win anything, and I'm like down to $64.48. And this is hard to handle. So if you are interested in how this method works and also the other methods that kind of go into it, take a look at the bottom video here, and that explanation will be there. But if you look at the top video, that'll be my simple explanation for newbies. But watch the bottom video because after a hot minute, you're going to become an advanced user. Thanks so much.
So here I am at Atlantis Casino with my $100 bankroll, and I'm going to play this first machine with my 5-spin method. Hello, everybody. Let's get started. First bet, and I won 35 cents. But it was a 50-cent bet, so okay. And now my bankroll is down from $100 to $99.85. Let's move on to the next machine. So I'm going to save you time and just speed it up between the sections. I want to make this whole video uncut, but to not bore you, I'm making the when I walk across the casino about 5 times fast. So first spin, once again, made 15 cents, sure. Down $1 from $100 that I started with on the second machine. So let's, see? And there I am. If you're interested in this time and this casino, this day of the week, the time and date stamp is on the vouchers that I show you. So this is a third machine, making 88-cent bets. So far, I've had, of the two machines I've played, I've had 100% of them give me a taste within 5 bets, which is the whole 5-spin method. Of course, those first two were first bet. So this is first bet again. I got a taste, 75 cents on my, how many, is it 75 cent? Yes, 75 cent bets. So broke even on that one, $98.74 remaining. And I go to the machine right next to it. I started in Atlantis over by one of the entrances by Purple Parrot restaurant, and I'm moving my way towards the table games and then past the buffet, but we're not there yet. So you can catch glimpses of the casino in the background, which you might recognize where I am in that casino. Keep betting. 110 cents on my third spin, down to $96.59 out of $100. So I am losing money. And going right there. Not far away at all. Yeah, Atlantis Casino gave me permission to record first day I walked in. It was much harder to, and also at Legends Bay in Sparks, Nevada, just to the east of Reno, hardly outside of town at all. And then on this one, I won 60 cents on the first spin. Okay, fifth machine. But then I went to Peppermill, and the hard part was finding the security office. But eventually I did and got permission there. So those are the 3 casinos in Nevada that I've gotten permission from. The Caesars properties on the row in downtown Reno, they checked with the corporate office and eventually came back with a no. If they had come back with a yes, it would have been all Caesars properties in the world. So I didn't expect them to come back with a yes. See that 2,500? It didn't make the double up change. And while that 50 did. And so some people think this is an advantage play, but it's not. The whole thing could accelerate up and you could win that bonus round. It doesn't matter the size. It just will happen or won't happen. It's not an advantage play, as we call them. Okay, on the 7th machine, making 88-cent bets. I've had all 6 prior machines give me a taste. Okay, bunch of wilds. So that is a $3.90 win on the 4th win. And that was, let's see here, my notes, $93.60. I actually made a profit on that one of 38 cents with that $3.90 win. So I'm down to a $93.60 bankroll, making 88-cent bets on this 8th machine, as you can see. In the comments, please let me know if you've been to Atlantis, Reno, and what you think of it. Okay, 5th spin, 20 cents. That's a lot of money to spend for a 20-cent win. But it did give me a taste. So let's move on to the 9th machine. Not too far away. So far, the prior 8 machines have all of them given me a taste. Now, this is going to change here. I'm telling you right now, I'm not real fond of this machine. And I found out I wasn't fond of it because of what happens next. This is a respin. So, okay, I didn't count it as a spin, but it's one of those bonuses where you don't win anything, which was happening a lot lately. Apparently, I'm paying for the excitement of seeing things that don't make money, which is becoming very common at casinos. They're entertaining you for your dollars. All right, down to $85.88 on my fifth spin, where I didn't win anything. So let's try this machine number 10. So now it's only 8 of the prior 9 machines, so I'm at 89%. And again, apparently the excitement is to see some of those numbers up there, but nothing else. Yeah, 5 spins of 88 cents each and nothing. Down to $81.48 in my bankroll after 10 machines. I'll be going to 20 machines on this particular trip. Again, back-to-back, uncut video. And we'll now on the machine number 11. Okay. So I won 90 cents on the first spin. Back to having a taste. Okay. Yep, timestamp is on those if you pause it and check. Okay, who just said buffalo? Buffalo! Nope. 5 spins, $0, down to $77.75 from my original $100 bankroll. I have a loss limit. Some days it's just not a good day to go to a casino at that time. I use this method, and I'll tell you about it later. I use this method to assess whether it's a good time to play at the casino, as well as not just that, but also which machines to play. And I won 5 cents. So I have a loss limit of $50. So I start with $100. If I get to $50, I'm done. But I haven't had to do that. I am trying to make videos to educate you about how to use this 5-spin method and elsewhere my tough love approach and different ways to use them. And I'm spending money to try to do that. Sometimes I win. And I like to show you that, but I'm not trying to just, do something nefarious like not show you when I lose. So, yeah. I don't like this machine. I'm sorry. I'm just full of things I don't like. It counts up how much was left in my bankroll as though I had won it. And I'm just yeah, so really had to go a distance this time. Stop right there. Look at that. It is out of service, and it says good luck. And that is a machine that is currently being examined from afar by the central server to do whatever it needs to do. I've seen that happen before in that machine, and I wanted to show you as I was walking by. It'll restart without any, but not restart. It will start back up, go back into operating condition without anybody touching it. If you don't believe in central servers, never mind. It really is a belief system. Machine number 15, 3 spins, 120 cents. There are people out there who strongly believe, and I've had past coworkers that I worked with who believed in engineering concepts, and that was very worrisome given the importance of our job in aerospace. They didn't use logic and reasoning. They believed. And that can be frightening. And a little upsetting when somebody's trying to help you. Okay, here we go. Spin number 4, $2.85 on machine number 16. Yeah, I have a responsibility, I feel, as an educator in the slots community. But on the other hand, I can't take it upon myself to police the internet. That's up to you, Yeah. Now, this is a fantastic machine. We talk about it all the time in my course Slots Labs. And it is very interesting what's going on in the background. I won't go into it here. See each of those progressives? I won't go into it here. It's something we talk about extensively in my advanced course Slots Labs. And the next session is it's a 6-week course. The next session is starting when? In a few days, less than 6 days, less than a week, and 6 days on Sunday. 6 weeks of courses, group coaching. It's about half full. Only accept 20 applicants, participants, and if you want, if you want to join it, you still can while it's still open. But it will be closing on June 4th, 2023, which is the week class starts. So, or closes before that. Okay, so I won $2.20. It closes before that if it gets full. When it gets full. Okay, and we talked about all this and the advanced stuff. My fundamentals course, 30 Days to Play Slots Smarter and Win, is really to help you understand the basics, which nobody else talks about, or they make stuff up. Again, it's not my job to point out who's doing, giving bad information on the internet. I just am concerned for you. Okay, down to $69.20, under $70. Eesh. So let's play machine number 19. So far, 15 out of 18 machines have given a taste. And make 88-cent bets. See what happens. Okay, 5 spins, 88-cent bets each, and I made $1.20. So lost money, and I'm down to $66 out of my $100 bankroll. One more machine to go. And hurry, John. Okay, so I'm going to come over to this machine. One bet. And something happened. You see there's a fuse that was partially lit to a firecracker, a green fuse. And I got that number, I believe, 2 numbers, and that shortened the fuse. And then the next bet, the firecracker goes off. And so now I'm entering a bonus round. I won't tell you how much I won just yet. Let's just watch together. It took me 3 spins out of 5 possible spins. And so those are filling up with dollar amounts, $1.58, $3.88, etc. And so I get a respin, and I don't think I'm quite... Okay, so start the bonus. So, yes, 2 games remaining there at the top of the symbols. 2 games remaining. 1 game remaining, but then I hit another one, so that's back up to 3 games remaining. 2 games remaining, 1 game remaining. Hit it again, so back up to 3 games remaining. 2, 1. Okay, and how much is that? Started with a $100 bankroll, played 20 machines, this being the last one, and I made a total of $34.28 on this machine, bringing my bankroll up to $97.64, which is a little bit less than $100. So you can use this method to do this yourself. For beginner slots players' explanation of how this method works, I highly recommend this video. But if you're an advanced user, which takes all of a hot minute, and you want to use some of the subtleties of the 5-spin method, because there's a lot more going on there, that you can use it as an assessment tool and a slot machine tool, up here will be that explanation for advanced users. Here I am at Choctaw Durant, a tribal casino in Oklahoma, which some of the times is the largest casino in the world. And the rest of the time it's WinStar. So I have a bankroll $100, and on this machine I'm making 50-cent bets. And I'm spinning. Okay. Made a 20-cent win on the first spin of this machine. So I have one taste out of one machine. And there I am going to the next machine, trying to zoom it up for you, zoom along, and let's see how the second machine proceeds. I have less than $100 that I started with, down to $99.20. And I'm making 50-cent bets. Something happened here. On the first spin. It's counting up. Okay. Okay, $7.20 on that first spin on the second machine, so 2 out of 2. Machines have tastes at Choctaw Durant. Now, these are Class 3 slot machines, not Class 2 tribal machines, bingo machines. Let's take a look at the third machine. My bankroll is above $100, which is what I started with, so that's great. Let's hope it keeps up. First spin. Second spin. Third spin. Yeah, that's a while, but it didn't get me anything. Fourth spin. Fifth spin. Okay, did not get a taste on this machine. So 2 machines out of 3 so far. 67% of them have tastes. Let's move on. You can see a little bit of the casino there. I have to make sure I don't capture other people's faces, though, without permission. Well, I'm still above $100, which I started with, making 50-cent bets on the fourth machine. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Did not get a taste on this machine. So only 2 out of 4. So you might have noticed that I'm playing a carousel here. On the first machine, I got a $7.20 win. That would be interesting to see if it was pointed towards the entrance. One thing I've got to admit to here is that I only got like 2-3 hours of sleep the night before. And it's going to be a little bit obvious. Yeah. And so this is... five spins, and again, no taste. And I didn't win anything. So I've only gotten tastes on 2 machines out of 5 so far. And yep, I sped up. Try to be respectful of your time when I'm walking from machine to machine. If they're far away, I will be sure to speed up. So this is the 6th machine, and I won something on the first bet, so 30 cents, which is not a lot, but these things can add up. So I'm now up to 50% of the machines give taste. See, this is what I meant by just when I walk, for a long distance, I'll just speed it up. I don't normally walk that fast, honest. So 7th machine, 88-cent bets, less than $100 that I started with. And I won something. $1 on my 88-cent bet. Okay. So 4 machines had taste out of 7, up to 57%. Next machine. So I think what I'm doing here is just moving down the row. You can almost see that long row of machines, which is not the best plan in the world, because when you go out and play slots, try not to be tired. I was very tired with the trip. And this is a demonstration of that. So yes, here I won something. How much did I win? It's counting up. $6. I won $6 on the second spin on this machine. Okay. There's my bankroll. I am back up above my starting bankroll of $100. Now I'm at $102.68. Let's see if I can make that last. I have my doubts looking at this video now and realizing how tired that I was. So machine 9, I won $8. Okay. A nice couple of hits there. There I am. Remember this, because this is where I'm above my $100 bankroll. Not, no spoilers, but yeah, $109.80. Checking my list here, that is the most, but no. Let me see what's going on here. Okay, second spin, third spin, fourth spin. All right, that's something. And that is $1. So in the fourth spin, I won $1 on the 10th machine. 7 machines of the 10 so far have given out a taste. So that's 70%, which is well above the 50%. So that part's good. So this is the 5-spin method at Choctaw, Durant. And if you are interested in what the 5-spin method is, then you just need to see that link. Won $1.10. Okay. Machine 12. Still above $100 on my bankroll. Making 50-cent bets. Second bet, third bet, fourth bet, and fifth bet. Okay, did not win anything, 5 spins, did not achieve a taste on the 12th machine. Okay. I really did enjoy Choctaw Durant. I did not see enough of it. Like WinStar that I'd come to, visited at 4 o'clock that morning, and now this is early afternoon over at Choctaw Durant, which is about an hour away. I really enjoyed both, but I only saw a fraction of the casino. I should say casinos because they're add-ons, and you just walk through a hallway and there's another big casino, and you walk through a hallway, another big casino. It's all very special. There I am zooming along on the 14th machine. Who of you likes raking bacon? I believe this is the first time I played a raking bacon. Yeah. $0.88 bets, still above $100 bankroll. And that was something, right? Yes, 180 cents. Okay. Let's see if I speed up. Nope, go to the next machine. Yeah. And my second rakin' bacon slot machine that I played. You'll see a view down all of the slot machines here, most of which I'll be playing. In a moment. Okay, so that was a 20-cent win. And 11 machines had a taste, even with a win that was less than what I bet with. And there I am, zooming along. Okay, there I am at the 16th machine. Choctaw Durant, tribal casino. Sometimes they are the biggest casino in the world, but WinStar has put a lot of marketing efforts into stating that they are the biggest casino in the world. So whenever Choctaw Durant takes that away from them, WinStar invests. Instead of giving up on their marketing, they give up. They have to build an addition or some feature to reclaim the role of largest casino in the world at WinStar. But it's basically been back and forth, and that competition is great for you. So, machine number 17. Still above $100 bankroll. But with these 5-cent, 20-cent, 5-cent wins, yeah. Now, one of the things I did mention that I'm tired here, and one of the things that I did not do, except right at the beginning because it's a natural thing for me, is to pick a machine that is highly visible because it improves my odds. Even though I'm doing the 5-spin method, really, I'm doing more than the 5-spin method. I am assessing slot machines. In this case, 50 machines. I'm on the 18th now. And also I'm assessing the casino for this time and day of the week. And so there's a bunch of things going on. If you're a newbie to my 5-spin method, that's great. But it doesn't take anything more than a hot minute to start using it as an assessment tool of slot machines in which you might get a big win. The biggest win I've had so far is $7.20. $8 on machine number 9, and so far, and that is something where you can later do the tough love method on to see if that machine continues to be a winner. It's just instead of just having a relatively large taste. I've been at casinos where the taste was it, and then for hours afterwards, and I took one for the team there. Hours afterwards, it was not a winner. And but then I started looking at my notes and realizing that the first 5 bets, there was a win in there, and that was it. So that turned into a strategy. But if you find a machine that's a winner, and I did not do this for the machine number 2 with a $7.20 win, or the machine number 9 with an $8 win, or machine number 8 with a $6 win. I could have paused the 5-spin method and done the tough love approach, which is another one of my strategies to determine whether it is a winner. So I won 10 cents here. Ouch. Yep, and I'm below $100 on my below $100, which is what I originally started with. Okay. Machine number 21. $95.40, making 80-cent bets on this Rising Fortunes machine. Won something, 15 cents. Ouch. But 17 machines have given a taste out of 21. It would be great if this was profitable, but I'm learning a casino I'd never been to before, never been to Choctaw Durant before, and I'm learning about this casino and about these 50 slot machines. And now if I were to go back, I live far away, live in Reno, Nevada now, but when I go back to Choctaw, I've got that machine I won $7.20 on, $6 on, $8 on, and maybe there'll be more. There will be more. Spoiler alert. These machines I now can assess. Just go directly to them the next time I go to this casino. So I won $33.44. It counted up there, but it was on the 4th spin. And let's move to the next. At some point here, you're going to see down the row, a very long row against the wall of the machines, that most of which I'm going to be playing here. So machine 23 out of 50. I won something, 60 cents. I'd rather it was the $3.44 that I just got. Okay. Next machine. So this is one long video. The reason why I decided not to pause, there's a win, decided to for $1 on the first spin. The reason why I decided to just do one long video is to show you what it looks like without cutting anything out. Now there will be sections where I have to go for a long walk to go to the next machine, and I'll speed it up, but there was no cut. And some of you have requested just show what happens. Okay, I'm showing what happens. First time in a casino, 50 different machines. We're on the 25th now. And so far we've had 20 tastes. 83% of them have had a taste. With the 25th, we will see. Got a win. So that'll be 21 for 84% of the machines have given a taste. And I won $1.20 on that one on the 3rd spin, so it was not profitable, but it does accumulate. And so here I am going down to the next one. You can almost make out my reflection in the large video screen. It's interesting how it's lit up for the 2-cent denomination, as though it wants me to press that. And these machines, the last few and the next few, will try to blink that light at me. And no, I'm doing minimum bets here. This is what I'm doing during the assessment. I recommend to you as well during the assessment is to, there you go, to do minimum bets just to see how the casino's going. 15-cent win. Okay. So machine number 27. And make that first bet. And I won something. 40 cents. My goodness. So if you want to know what's better than my 5-spin method, take a look at this video right here, which I highly recommend. So $90.90 is my bankroll. Started with $100. After 28 machines, I'm down $9.10. Making 50-cent bets at Choctaw, Durant in Oklahoma. Okay, 5-cent win. Oh, 5-cent win. Yeah, I'm very tired in this video, and I think it shows. So, this machine goes all the way up to $2 denomination, but again, I'm making minimum bets as I assess this casino. Minimum credits, 1 cent denomination. And apparently this one is teasing me with some sort of icons which don't actually end up being a win. All right. Thanks, but no thanks. Maybe this will be something. It will not. So I did not win anything on 5 spins there, but it did try to make it interesting for my money. Machine 29. No, machine 30, I'm down to $86.95. As you can see, if you pause and look closely, you can see the timestamp on those vouchers. Another machine that's giving me lots of interesting symbols, but I only won 15 cents. But this one was on the second spin. And like I said, this accumulates for us. Okay, 30-cent win. My goodness. Slowly depleting my bankroll. But when you assess a casino for the very first time, sometimes you find great machines and sometimes you don't find great machines. And that is useful information because you just don't go back to them. And again, I'm not being particularly choosy. I was when I first started this round of 50 machines, but now I'm just moving my way down the row and none of them are particularly standing out. And that matters. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That's all those A's. And I won $1.30. Yeah. Happy to have it. Happy to have it. On the second spin. 30-second machine. But when I see, there's the row that I just came from. And shortly you'll see the row where I'm going. Yeah, there's nothing about these machines in a long row that stands out as being highly visible. They're all equally visible, and that's part of what's going on here with these small wins. And won 35 cents on the 5th spin. My goodness. On the 33rd machine, out of which 28 so far, 85% of them have had a taste. But you can see I just did not pick my machines well. This is like randomly choosing slot machines, and therefore you get the average random response. But I started on machines which were highly visible, and I got a good win on that one. I hope before this is over, I'll try to switch back to that, but no spoilers. 150 cents, okay. And zoom. Get the heck out of there. $84.05. I'm making 50-cent bets on this machine. Okay, I won 12 cents on the second spin. Whew. 30 machines out of 35 have given a taste, but I am down from a $100 profit, $100 bankroll, and I'm down to $83.17. But that's not bad for playing 35 machines, right? Okay, I won something there, 5 cents. And this is just the consequences of not being very selective in slot machines. But this is my first video, Choctaw. I'll have others for you, other demonstration videos later. From which we can all learn. Is it? Yeah, five spins, no taste. You can kind of see around the casino there. So I'm going to pick this machine, a Lightning Link machine, as my 38th machine. First spin. Second spin. And yeah, I won on the second spin. I won 10 cents. There will be a big finish here, by the way. So hold on for that. Zoom, 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 zoom. Look at me go. So 39th machine. $78.42 in my bankroll. Yeah, if you've never been to a really huge casino, this is number one or number two, depending on whether the most recent construction has been completed. It's a very amazing experience. You really have to kind of change. I in my classes I talk about, go for a walk, lift your head up from your slot machine, 10-cent win. Wow, the fourth spin. And zoom, zoom, zoom. But if you bring your head up and look around from your usual slot machine, go for a walk, find the biggest intersection. Go. Look, follow the largest aisle to the second largest aisle, and look at that intersection and play those machines with the 5-spin method, minimum bets, even if your casino doesn't have taste, to assess all of them and find which one or two is set to be a winner. And the machines over by the entrance, and the machines over by the cafeteria, and the machines over by the escalator, and the machines over by the entrance from the parking garage, if you have one. And this is how you quickly assess them. And then I have my Tough Love video later to help you when you find one of these machines that pays well. So look at me zoom. Yep. Machine 41. Okay. Bankroll's down to $73.52, making 50-cent bets. And my major mistake is coming up. That machine would not accept my voucher, so I moved to the one next to it. Because it would not accept my voucher. So finally I'm playing here. And I won 5 cents. Ugh. They do add up, though. As long as you don't make mistakes, and my mistake is coming. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Looks like they really want me to press the $1 or $2 denomination buttons because they're lit up differently. Thanks, but no thanks. 1 cent, minimum bet. And here we go. And that is not looking good. Okay, I did not win anything after 5 spins. No taste on that one. 34 machines out of 42 have given a taste. That's 81%, which is well above the 50%. Zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, part of this right here is where I'm actually having a conversation with someone about my channel, but I zoom through that for you. Physical reel machine. $70.67 bankroll. Started with $100. You're making 88 cents bets here. Let's see if I make anything on this physical reel machine. That looks like it's 40 cents. Okay, on the 4th spin. Now, this next machine is where I made my mistake. I had not noticed something. Can you spot it? Zoom, 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 zoom. Went over a different section of the casino. Do you see what I'm doing wrong here? All my bets have been on penny machines, making the 1 cent bet. This is a $1 machine, and I just made minimum bets, which was a $5 bet. Ouch! And so I just continued because I'm video recording and I didn't want to stop video recording. And so this is my mistake. I 4th bet, and at which point I was just like, stop! Go away. You spent $20 of your $100 bankroll on a $1 machine, making $5 bets, 4 $5 bets, and you depleted it to just over $47 from $67, and $67.55 got depleted to $47.55. So this one I'm saying no, because look, it's an Every, and that's a bingo machine, and all the machines I've played so far have been Class 3 slot machines. None of them have bingo machines. You can see the little bingo card next to my hand there on the player interface. So I did not want to play that. I had some experience, which I have not shown you yet, from earlier that morning at WinStar, where I did do the 5 spin method, and so many of them were bingo machines, and I haven't presented that to you yet as a demonstration, where it's going to be a mix of Class 3 and Class 2 bingo machines, and I'll do those in the future for you, show you those in the future. But here I was like, just make them all Class 3. It's easy to get fooled though. So, okay, I got a win of $1.20, not 100, $1.20 on the 3rd spin. 37 machines out of 45 have been given me a taste, so that's 82%. I am down to machine, let's see, 46, so I'm at bankroll $46.11. Okay, in the 46 machine. And I won 30 cents. Okay. I'm going for a total of 50 machines here. And let me get through the next couple, and I've got something special to show you. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Yep. $45.53, less than half of my initial bankroll left over after having made a mistake of betting $5 bets, 4 $5 bets for a total of $20. And so this is a cash falls machine. Making 50-cent bets. There's a wild, so I won 5 cents. Okay, let's move on to machine number 48. which is right next door. $44.08 left in my bankroll. Started with $100. Lapse time is like 40 minutes here, so I spent $56. Win of $1.60 in the first spin. Great. Brings my bankroll up to $45.18. Down from 100. And now this is going to be the next machine over, second to last machine. And I hope you're ready for machine number 50 because it's a doozy. Okay. Another cash falls. 50-cent bets. Got a couple of wilds there, so I made 40 cents this time in the second spin. All right, so I'm going to go to another area of the casino. Zoom, 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 zoom. And I'm going to play this Athena machine, which is going to be exciting, I have to tell you. My card in. Bankroll of $44.58. Press the bet button, minimum bet button, and it just goes nuts. All right, so that's the first bonus spin. And that's a $10 win right there. So second bonus win, third bonus round, fourth bonus round. I'm getting more bonus rounds as I go. Fifth bonus round, sixth bonus round. Seventh bonus round. Eighth bonus round. And nope, didn't get more bonus rounds on that one, but now it's counting up. About $10, one of those is a $10 win with a $100 bankroll. I won $23.05 on this win. We can learn a lot from those who make the most effective use of their bankrolls. I highly recommend that you watch this video on how to win hand pay with a $100 bankroll. Have a good day. Bye. See you in the next one. Okay, so here I am at Peppermill in Reno, near downtown on South Virginia Street. You can't quite see it out my window. And I am demonstrating the 5-spin method. And this is the first machine. I started with $100. And I'm making minimum bets, 88 cents bets. Now, this is the first time I've actually played slots at Peppermill. Just last week, they gave me permission to record, and basically it was a matter of finding the security office and talking to somebody that could tell me that the front desk was not the people to go to. And so this is the first machine. I've spent 5 spins. I did not get any win whatsoever, did not get a taste, and I have $95.60 left over. So now I'm going to the second machine and taking that bankroll of $95.60 and putting it into the machine and playing a second machine. Again, 0 out of 1 machines have given a taste, 0%. And this is me doing the 5-spin method. Now, as a new casino for me, I wanted to check to see, first spin. I wanted to learn my casino, as I recommend to everybody. And so second spin, 88 cents bets. And that's my third spin. I won something. How much? I won 72 cents on my 88 cent bet. So moving on. So in this video, I'll be playing 10 machines. And I learn which ones don't ever play again, and I learn which ones I should come back to. And if as I do more and more machines over time, this will tell me what machines to avoid, and maybe which machines to play. So third machine, one taste so far, half the machines of the two that I finished. There is a win. So that one is 18 cents on my 75-cent bet, 3 of them. And now moving on to the fourth machine with my $91.73. Doom, looking at the carpet. If you've been to Peppermill, that is the carpet. And quiet morning, so there aren't too many people there. And let me take and put my bankroll into this machine. Number 4. These are all penny machines. And, it's teasing me with a bonus, which I did not get. It's teasing me with a bonus, which I did not get. Now I'm on to this bet, and I got a couple of Jane Sipples, and how much did I win? Where are you at? 20 cents on my 80-cent bets. And this is what you do. You play machines to see if they're winners. And I wouldn't say that this is a winner, but you can also, learn a lot with up to 5 bets. So now I'm going to move the chair out of the way and take a look at this machine. So take my $88.73 and start making 50-cent bets. 75% of the machines so far in the first 4 have given a taste. First bet. Second bet. Third bet. Fourth bet, and that is a win. Small win. A nickel. 5 cents on my 50-cent bets, 4 of them. So I've spent $2 to get that 5 cents. And now have remaining from my $100 an $86.78 bankroll. Now, this is an extremely interesting machine, which I don't really get into here. Wicked. I was thinking of... No, Wicked Wheel. Yeah. You see how it has progressive jackpots for Grand, Ultra, Mega, Major, Mini. That's 5, right? Minor as well. And the first bet won 5 cents. But that'll be a story for another time on Wicked Wheel. Or if you're in my Slot Slabs course, we dig into that one a lot. Yeah. So let's go to the 6th machine. No, 7th machine, right? Yep, 7th machine, making 60-cent bets with my $86.43 left over. And first spin, I won 12 cents. This is what you do. You find plenty of machines that are not winners. But as you'll see in a moment, before too long, everything kind of goes crazy. So we'll hold on to your hats, as they used to say. Coin trio, fortune trail, 5. I don't know that there's a 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, fortune trails. Okay. Take my $85.95 bankroll remaining. Make 88-cent bets on this machine number 8. I've already had 6 tastes of the 7 machines, so I have 86% of the machines have been providing a taste. And that's, I think, 3, 4, and 5. So 5 spins, no wins, move on. Did not win anything there with those 88-cent bets, and now I have $81.55 after all this of my $100 bankroll that I started with. So let us go to machine number 9. Come on, John, get that card in there. Hot tamales. So I didn't notice I was making $1.35 bets. But first spin, I win $2.60. So there you go. Now, everybody hold on to your hats. It's going to get exciting. So this is a walkway. You can see people. And so I'm going to be playing a highly visible machine where anybody can see me win. And this is the machine that I've chosen. I was talking to a gentleman a couple of machines down saying, well, I'm glad I'm recording this, but let me spoiler, I don't want to spoil it. Started with $82.80 and bonus round. First bet. First 88-cent bet, got a bonus round. Each of the symbols for prosperity, jackpot, longevity. So I got 10 free games. And hold on to your horses. Okay, so game number 1. I won a symbol, a J, that was for the J in the major. You get all of those symbols. How this game works is you get all those symbols and you get that jackpot. Got a G for the grand, which is a way to tease you. Got an I for the mini, but not the I for the minor. Nothing there. Okay, so I got an M for the minor and M for the mini and D for the, is it D? Yeah, D for the grand. Okay. Got an I for the minor, and I got an R for the grand, and I got an N for the minor. And all those symbols are wild. So that's a nice win. Or as they say, big win. So total so far is around $10 in winnings, but we're just getting started here. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Why don't I just wait until it goes over 20? 20. $25 so far on this 188-cent bet. And just under $30, $29 so far, just over $29. I got an R for the minor, and I got a O for the minor, so I won $30 because I won the minor. Yep. So that'll climb to 29 plus 30, 59. When I play personally, I tap the button to continue on rather than waste time. But I thought you might appreciate watching these numbers climb. It's the only time I've ever. It's the only time I've ever done. Just let it play out. Let the roll up, as they call it, continue. And now when I make videos, I'm like, where's the cats? I can play with the cats. Did I ever show you my college degrees? There's 8 of them. I'm very proud of the red one down here. That is my first college degree in the whole family. It's an associate's degree, and then there's this one up here, which is the doctorate of philosophy. Oh, we're back to playing. So those symbols are going to turn wild, and I got some symbols. So I got the end in the grand. This is just letting you know, this is as far as I got with the grand. I did not get an A for that, and they're going to tease me for like the next 3-4 minutes. Yeah, that was an A, but the wrong kind, wrong color. So trying to fill out the major, trying to fill out the mini. more wild symbols, and starting to fill out the minor again. I'm getting some free spins. Up to $66.50 in winnings. So now I just won the mini, $10 on the mini. So far I've won the minor and the mini, and that grand is just hanging out there teasing us. So far $76.50 on my 88-cent bet. 2 free spins, 3 and now 3 wild symbols. So I got the I in the mini and the N in the, or I in the minor, N in the mini, M in the minor. So there's some wild cues. So far up to $85. Not even halfway there yet. But sorry, no spoilers. Okay, bunch of those wilds. And that first column is all the same. So I got the N in the minor, a free spin, all those wilds, which will be a massive win, as they say. Yeah. I'm talking to the guys standing next to me going, I'm glad I'm videotaping this so I can show it to people. Yeah, this is the 5-spin method. And what you do in a new-to-me casino, this is the first time I played at this casino. I'm telling that person next to me what I'm telling you. First column is all the same, and I got 3 full columns of wilds. So this win by itself is already over $63. One symbol left on the grand, one symbol left on the minor. Which I got to tell you was very distracting. I was like, I just get super excited about grands. And I got it's not 3 columns of wilds. One of those symbols was not a wild. So there. So I got this bonus round, and it was $188.04. If you want to learn more about how the 5-spin method works, go watch this video here. Okay, so here I am at Legends Bay in Sparks, Nevada, playing something like 27 machines. And I started with a $100 bankroll, pardon my cat, so making 75-cent bets on this Rich Little Piggies Hog Wild machine. And, first machine. The cat has left, so we're good. And that is 5 spins, no win, no taste. And yes, this Legends Bay is only been open about 9 months. All the machines are brand new within a few months, and you'll be able to see some of the view. I tried to go there when it was a slow day, so I wouldn't have to worry about blurring people's faces without having gotten a privacy waiver signature, which I'm seeing more and more of on the other slots channels, people not doing that, which is just crazy to me, crazy illegal. Your privacy is important to me. So on the first spin, I got a 63-cent win on this second machine. My bankroll is down to $96.13. And then now I am on this third machine with the remainder of my bankroll so far. And this is how it proceeds. I'm using the 5-spin method, which is more complicated, not complicated. It's better than it seems. The 5-spin method works at casinos that don't have tastes, that don't give wins within a few bets. So basically the idea here, this is a 10-cent win. Some of these wins are less than what was bet, and that is okay. There's my $94.43 bankroll remaining. And yes, so far there's been 2 tastes on the 3 machines that I've played so far. And if you have half of your machines are giving out a taste of any size whatsoever, that is a place that has tastes. And so far we're above 50% at 67%. So we'll see how that ends up with these many machines. But this is the first time I've actually played at Legends Bay. They were kind enough to give me permission to record in Sparks, Nevada, several months ago. I think it was on the anniversary of their 90th day open, 3 months. And so about 6 months ago. Time flies when you're having fun, and you can sort of see what it's like at the entrance there. So I'm playing highly visible machines. The 5-spin method is easy, straightforward, simple, but there's a lot that goes on underneath that helps you. But no reason to talk about it. When I explain the 5-spin method, make up to 5 spins, stop when you win anything at all, even if it's less than what you bet. That's basically the 5-spin method. But the consequences of that lasts is all. So this one did not have a taste. Made 5 spins, won nothing, move on. On other machines, I'll make 1 spin, win something, move on. And that's the approach. So I'm going to play this Buffalo Link machine here on my 6th machine. So that's what I just explained is a simple method of using the 5-spin method. But when you use it a few times, you begin to understand, you can become an advanced user. So like I said, I'm first time playing slots on video or off video, first time playing slots at Legends Bay. So I don't know the machines. I mean, a lot of people are like, well, I like to play the machines that I've won on at other places. And I'm like, that doesn't work. The casino sets up the machine at your casino. And if you change casinos, all that's gone. So I haven't played any machines at this casino, so I am now just picking machines. Some of them are highly visible, trying to do that just to see what I get, because the second time I go to this casino, I'll play these machines, but the ones I won on, and more. In this video, I play 27 machines, and I've learned something about those 27 machines, whether I never want to play them again or I just go directly to them if I won something. And then you continue with that on each of your visits, because there's like 2,000 slot machines at your casino, and it gets to be a lot of machines to learn. Not all of them are highly visible. And you improve your chances by understanding which ones have been set up to win by your casino. It gets a little bit more involved because it does matter the day of the week, the time of the day, as you'll be able to tell from my demonstration videos. So I'll go again and again, and you can be able to see the differences between the times and the days. You know this yourself. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not seeing what you're seeing. So you saw a nice view of the casino there near the back entrance, not the front entrance where the turnaround was. And so I'm already on the 9th machine. You can read all about listen. You can listen to my description of the 5-spin method. You can also, some of the details that I kind of glossed over here, and there's another video where you can listen to what I mean by all the advanced uses. Really is a remarkable tool, assessment tool of your casino. I'm assessing 27 slot machines. And let's see, I got 19 of them gave me tastes, as we'll see. So go back to those machines the next time. And on some of them, I got a bonus round. Well, you'll see. No spoilers. This is how you learn. My last video, I had played this machine at a different casino and got a huge bonus round. $82.52 left. Yes, you might have seen an individual's face there, but I did blur it out. I love technology and how to do that. $82.52, making 30-cent bets. 6 of the 10 machines I've done so far, 60% of them I've given out a taste. And I won 26 cents, which is less than my 30-cent bet. And now I'm playing this machine. Okay, got a bunch of A's there. And come on, there. And moving on to the 13th machine, which I think will be this one. This machine is interesting. It gives the impression that it's an advantage machine where you can see how some of the firecrackers are partially lit up, and some are just really at the bottom. And then these rockets go off to perhaps add more to it. That seems to be a random thing, not an advantage play, if you know advantage plays, because you can have one of those firecrackers go off and the whole thing lights up. Or nothing happens at all for endless amount of time. Yeah. And moving on. There's lots of casino marketing, I should say, game manufacturers trying to encourage you to play. I'll have one coming up here. And yes, that individual that just walked by was a dwarf. This was first time I played such a huge display. It goes really high. Willy Wonka. And what's happening here is interesting. First bet, second bet, third bet, fourth bet, and I got a bonus respin for which I won nothing. So is that a win? Even though I got 0? Because I got the bonus, but got 0 for the bonus? And see how tall it is? So I went for a 5th spin because I hadn't actually won anything. I'm still kind of like going over that in my mind. Did I win a bonus of 0? So should I have counted that? Should I have stopped at that win? Anyway, and this one here is another one of those very tall, narrow plays, and one bet, boom, bonus round. And it's unusual in that it just it's not really a game so much as there. One money. 188 cents. $1.08. 128. This kind of bonus is just showing the length of the whole screen. And that is nice. Certainly does show off the wins. And 288 makes it $11.60 win on this machine for one bet of, what was it? I think 88 cents, right? Yes. And nice. Moving on. This is a machine I want to come back to. Not so much the one before it with the Willy Wonka, despite my liking Willy Wonka. Okay, so now we're on the 16th machine out of 27. Let's see if we can get some more bonus rounds. Catch fish to win. It seems a little unusual. There's a lot of fish. What happened? I guess I hooked one, maybe, won $1, bet $1, won $1, and that was my taste. And the first spin. You can sort of see across the casino. Here I'm talking to one of the waitresses that I had spoken to earlier, giving her one of my pens, and I didn't want to just run you through that conversation. And as we look at dirty dishes, I try to talk to the casino employees. They have things that you might be interested in knowing about how to win at your casino. It's always nice to be friendly. So here I won 55 cents in the first bet. But when you talk to casino employees, you want to be careful about not sort of taking to heart their suggestions, but listen for their facts. If they, and here I am scurrying along really fast, and now at this machine. So I like to talk to casino employees. I give them commemorative pens. Right here is commemorative pens. If I see you in the casino, I will have a pocket full of them. And this machine kind of drove me crazy because it has these little numbers that show up. It's trying to encourage you to continue to play right there. It's like respin. It's like there's no respin. It's an indication that it's still there. Hetty has joined us. That's Hetty. She's taking a bath. This is one of my pens. It's a little blurry, Professor Slots. And now I'm hurrying over to this machine. And you want to join me? You want to come up here? Say hello to everybody? I name most of my cats, if I get a chance to name them, I name them after scientists. This is Hedy Lamarr. Hedy Lamarr invented Wi-Fi. She has the patent for it, along with a co-inventor. And yes, she was an actress and did a lot for the war effort with war bonds, made the United States billions, adjusted for inflation. And she was Walt Disney's inspiration for Snow White. Okay, so another win here in the 20th machine. But as a scientist, she invented Wi-Fi. You guys arguing? So maybe you get a chance to see Emil. Hi, Emil. You're looking guilty, Emil. This machine was pretty close, so I didn't hurry it along. And this machine is a little interesting. If you're a slot stalker, you know this machine. It has must-hit by amounts on the progressives, the hurricane, tornado, whirlwind that were there briefly. You might pause and go back and see that they have a must-hit by, which they were not close to. But if you can get on the machine just before they go past that must-hit by number, and then play it until it does go past it, then you win that amount. And this is what slot stalkers do. People standing around waiting for other people to play the machine to get it close, and then when people not realizing that it's going to win when it goes over that amount, and then get them off the machine by being rude or whatever. For goodness sakes, don't tell them that it's about to hit, guaranteed. And blow smoke in their face. I don't approve of any of that. So I've been working on understanding that progressives have a must-hit by that is not displayed on the cover, but is actually a setting on the machine. So here I have a win of $4.50. Sorry, I didn't let that count up. When I play personally, which isn't very often anymore because I just go where I film, I will hit the button again to bring it up, cancel the roll up, and not let it count up. But for you guys, I like to not do that. Okay. So you can sort of see how clean and nice the casino is when I walk around and show a little bit, as long as I don't show people's faces. So this gives you an introduction to Legends Bay. And there's another win, and that is counting up, and it is $3.50 on this one. Yes. Print that out. $84.60 left. And now I'm on a Huff and More Puff. It has a $14,557 grand and 1,719 major. I have been studying and working with my slot slabs individuals to understand where the maximum is on this. There is a must hit by. It's not labeled, but it's internally set by slot decks, and you can figure out what that is. They don't, each casino, most of the casinos don't use, a random choice of what that must hit by will be. They take the recommendation for that must hit by from the slot manufacturer, which means if you go to any casino, then the numbers I'm getting for those must-hit buys for many machines now are true of your casino, because it's not the casino that decides. They're using the advice of the slot machine manufacturer. So every Huff and More Puff out there has a must-hit buy, which we are working on in Slots Labs, narrowing it down. So then you don't have to worry about all those other slot stalkers trying to get on your machine and blowing smoke in your face when you're trying to win the must-hit by, or trying to hit the progressive by crossing the must-hit by, because they don't know that you have the must-hit by amount. Does that all make sense? Trying to tell you a little bit about what we're doing in slot slabs. Truly valuable stuff. Yeah. One thing I have to do in the when I do this must-hit by that's internal setting is stop going after the grands. I don't know if you realize this, but so many grands sometimes takes 4 years for the grand to get up to like $46,000, and then it hits because it hits the must-hit by. And that's nobody wants to wait for 4. And Hetty's back; she's being chased by the other cat who might show up. You can see the swishing of the tail. Okay, so this is the 27th machine. I'll interrupt myself and say, well, wait for that first bet. And this is it. This is it. Free play, free games, free games, free games. Boom. And that is a free game. This is, and who knows how much I'm going to win on that one bet, that 188 cent, 180. Come on, cat. Can't see the screen. This is Emil. Emil Lenz. He was Emil Lenz is a physicist who was the inventor of, what, you want to just knock stuff off the table. I'm going to take that from you. Emil Lenz was a physicist who discovered the applied magnetic field. The induced magnetic field. And it may seem a little bizarre because it's physics. Okay, you done now? Okay, but that is the basis of the modern world. It is the whole reason we have computer memory. And computer memory is in all our phones and computers and television monitors, gas station. Okay, so I filled all the positions. I still have 16 plays. All this is going to be 2x, and it's going to count them up. And then I will, because I filled it, I'll also get a spin on the wheel. This is the first of 6 games, and I still have 16. So after this spin, maybe I'll see what we get. I gotta tell you, my heart just kind of like wants to get that grand. So I got +6, and so 16 spins is now 22. And this is only for the first game of 6. So let's get back to it. On round 2 of game 1 and see if I can fill this. Thank you, Cats, for being co-hosts today. Yeah, look at you. Slowly filling this up. 13 spins left. Slowly filling it up. 12. 11. 3 more to go. 10 spins. Yep. 2 more to go. 8 spins. Let's see if I can fill it up. Come on, you can do it. Okay, filled that one. 3 more spins on this last one. What happens? 2, 1. Last spin. Nope. Did not fill it up, so I will get this. This will end my first of 6 free games. Went into the second round on this first one, and on it I won 10 cents short of $20, which it'll now tell me. What I didn't understand when I was playing this game was that all this excitement, this $19.90 win, was actually the first game. I thought it was the entire bonus. So I'm like, okay, cash out. And it's like, no. We're just getting started here. Pumpkins. All right, so I thought this was over. See, I'm like, okay, cash out. Where's my card? What the heck? What's going on? It's still playing. It's still going. Better put my card back in. What the heck? And now it's on to select the pumpkin again, and which, doesn't matter, even though I got the highest. So I got 28 spins, 3x, pumpkins, and now this is the free game number 2. Let's see if we can fill it up again. Seems like with 26 spins we should be able to, but again, it's this is just for your enjoyment. The whole outcome of all of this was determined a lot, but it was determined when I made the bet. So I'm just sitting here watching. Even my choice of the pumpkins, they just figured out, whichever one that I chose would be, they calculated that. There's 19 spins left. Seems like I should be able to fill this one up. Sooner would be better so that I can attempt to do it again. All positions filled. Okay. And it's all 3x because that's what the pumpkin I picked. And how much is all of this? In this second game, so far it's $11.40. And all I can look at is the grand. Oh, please hit the grand. So now it went to 4 additional spins. The second of 6 free games. And getting back to the pumpkin patch. Seems like it's filling up fast, don't you think? Ooh, $2, nice. Spins. Ooh, I got the mini. And one more to go with 11 spins left. And I got all positions filled and still have 11 spins left. Okay. Going on to round 3. How much was the mini? $10, I think. So in the second round, I won $60.60. Well, it's not over yet. I gotta give up on the grand. I want to say so close, but it wasn't close. It was what it was. It was always going to be that. So in round 2, I'm at $60.60, I believe. Round 3, starting round 3 now. 14 spins to go. $1, nice. $0.30, 20 cents, 30 cents, $1, nice. 10 spins to go, 20 cents, 20 cents, 50 cents. Sorry about the finger in the way. My hand started getting tired holding my camera up. It was pretty exciting. I'm trying to keep it as stable as possible, but hadn't realized that my grip on it had changed. 4 spins to go, 2 empty spots. Let's see if we can go to round 4. Come on. A spin. Now it'll get 2. Yeah. that 3x didn't apply to this round. Okay. See, that's the end of 2 out of 6 games. This is going to take a while. But how much will I win? When I've won $65.80 total so far. I'm pointing to different features of this to the waitress who came by. I don't want to use her name. You always try to remember the name, and I have, but I don't want to tell you. I don't want her to get in trouble or anything like that. So I was just saying, what's going on? It's been like 10 minutes already. 15. I think 10 minutes, yeah. Okay, so it's counting up. So I won $86.50 for 2 of 6 free games. Let's see what I get for the 3rd free game. Anything? That's right, John. You got to push the button. Got nothing. Free games. Not got a wild. Okay. If I'd gotten a 3rd free games, I would have just gotten crazy. Or crazier. And so I did win something, a line hit. And going, I believe, to the 5th of 6 free games. And okay, it's going to ask me to select a pumpkin. I went with a 4X. And I believe the first time I was asked to pick this, I chose 2X, and I believe there was 3X, possibly a 4X available. I didn't choose, but the second time it was 3X, and that was a maximum, and this time it was a 4X, and that was a maximum. So I've been lucky in my choices of pumpkins. Okay, so 14 spins on a partially filled pumpkin patch, and a 4X on all of these. So what I'm going to win on this is 4X of this. So come on, $3, $1.50. Okay. 9 more spins to go. Let's see if we can fill the pumpkin patch. Six spins to go and 1 to fill. 5, 4, 3, 2. All positions filled. 2 spins left. Everything's worth 4X, as you can see. And so how much is that? A couple of $2 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 $2 and 4 $1.20s. And the rest 80 cents. And try to ignore the grand, John. The odds are very low when nobody wins them for 4 months at a time. 4 spins. All I can do is look at that grand. Okay, so this brings me up to 6 spins altogether. Doubt I'll fill the pumpkin patch in round 2 of the 5th of 6 free games, but let's see if I can get $1 or $3. That's $15. $15. Not bad for so few spins. Let's see if any more come up. Spin. Nope. Okay. So this is only 5 of 6 free games. Let's see what the 6th game involves. Here I won $36.20 in this 5th free game. bringing my total winnings up to, so far, up to what? Bringing my total wins so far up to $133, I think. No, $129.20. And then I play the 6th of 6 free games. Let's see what happens with that. I get to choose a pumpkin again. Sorry, I think I hit the button to cancel it. I got 2x this time, and we're gonna do it all over again, but with only 8 spins this time. Let's see if we fill this. Unlikely with only 7 spins left. I did like that $15 win. That would be great if it was 2x'd. But all this is 20, 50, 30, 20, 20. 2 spins left. Come on, 15. Couple of 30s. Last spin. And a 20-cent. Okay. Everything's... Okay. $3.80, which brings my total wins on a one bet of 80 cents up to brings it up to $133. My bankroll that I started with 27 machines ago was $100, and now I'm ending with $206.60. Yes, I did leave the casino after this. It's always very enjoyable to leave with your money instead of saying, let's just keep on going. That is temptation that people talk about. So this is the end of 5 of 6 free games on my 27th machine. If you want to learn more about how the 5-spin method works, please see this video, and I will see you on my next demonstration video. Take care, everybody. Bye. Woohoo! $133. Just loving that. Doubled. Yeah. All right, I'm out of here. Heading for the exit.